Yeah, I just got a phone call from the old mate Gary Stretch. He's in England, he's in London, and he's been there about a day, I think. And he said to me he'd like to see me tomorrow. His his neck's still bad. He's got to see a specialist on the 29th. It looks like he's got to have some sort of operation on his spine and his neck. So it's a bit, to do that, poor mate, it's not good, you know what I mean? But obviously it's going to cost a lot of money, but that's what he's got the money to spend, so he's got to do it, yeah? It's like a 50-50 thing, but, he doesn't want to be a spastic all his life at the minute. He can't move his neck about, yeah? But he's still a good looking guy, you know what I mean? He still looks the part. And he was talking to me about Browns years ago, and he said, he said, well, you was an handful, mate. He said, I love you, mate. He said, you looked after us in the right way, yeah? After the fights and everything. I was Gary Stretch's bodyguards, yeah? And anyway, so he was telling me about that time at Browns. We was all up there. There was Nigel Benn, Gary Stretch, his brother, Mickey, Ray Sullivan, Eddie. There was quite a few up there, about 8 of us, yeah? Having a good drink. I don't drink, they're all on the gear. They enjoying themselves, yeah? A couple of pills here and there, but it's, just having a nice time. And it's like everything, and you always get these arseholes that want to start because they are who they are, and you don't want to start Nigel Benn and Gary Stretch and Gary Stretch and his brother, because you're gonna come unstuck, yeah. But these three guys had too much to drink, had too much snozzle, getting a bit brave. I'm there. I'm telling them to behave yourself. They're giving me a bit of verbal, and I just left it, yeah. Jake Brown, who owns Brown's, come up and talked to me. He said, look, mate, can I see you? So what's up? He said, there's a guy at the door that knows you that wants to come in, but we don't want to let him in. He looks he's a bit pissed. He's over the top, yeah? I went, okay. I went downstairs. Gary Stretch and his brother see these three guys walk into the toilet. Gary Stretch and his brother went in there, and it went off. It kicked off. I come back up the stairs after seeing who I was seeing. He can't come in. He's too drunk. Mickey's telling me Gary Stretch and his brother just gone into the toilet with these three geezers, mate. Follow him in there. I went, hold up. So I rushed in the toilet, and there's these three guys out of it, mate. They've bashed them. They've, holding their mouth, and one's on the floor. The other one's fucking got his hands over his eyes. So I said, get up, you two, you know what I mean? And I was standing there, these three guys. Listen, I bashed these three guys up, mate. I knocked them sparko. I must have broke a couple of jaws. Easy. Broke their noses, knocked their teeth out, just went crazy, I want to start on the people I'm looking after, then you've got to suffer the consequences, And so I come out of the toilet, and I looked at Gary Stretch and his brother. I had blood all over my hands and my shirt and everything, yeah. So I walked downstairs to the judge. I said, look, there's three guys in the toilet, cause a lot of trouble. I said, they've having a few clumps, you've got to get them out, the problems, So Jake got a few people upstairs, dragged them down the stairs, threw them out the club, and they just went. The geezers, we don't know about they went, they wasn't there when we come out. So whether or not they got ambushed, I don't know, yeah, but Gary was telling me, yeah, and I thought, yeah, well done. But Gary and his brother went in there and done the business on it, really. But I just went in there to make sure that they don't come out and cause more problems, Anyway, so Gary said, fair play to you, Ray. He said, I love you, mate. He says, I was always stuck by us, and Nigel Benn, and Ray Sullivan. It's all good, isn't it? All memories, you know what I mean? And when I see him tomorrow, we're going to sit down, have a nice bit of dinner. Gary Stretch is talking about some films and this, that and the other that he wants to put me in, because of who I am. I can't wait. I'm all excited, you know what I mean? I'm really excited about the whole thing. Anyway, I'll be seeing him tomorrow. Whether or not I can do an interview with him, I don't know, because we're going to go for something to eat. It's not good to be interviewing him while we're eating. Maybe after we go to Terry's place, Terry's house. I'd like to be able to come over here to some nice restaurants over here and have something to eat, which will more likely happen. Then it's quite easy for me to go to Terry's and video Gary Stretch and do a little podcast on him, but a little one, you know. But it's nice, isn't it? I wanted to get him over here to the gym and to get in there and do a little bit of sparring about, you know what I mean, on the bag and all that and on the ball. But he can't do all that. His neck's completely messed up. It's crazy, isn't it? You think a boxer, a fighter who's been in some good fights, you know, been in some really good fights, took a lot of punches on the chin, you know, sparring with Eubanks and everything, you know, and just falls over and does his neck. It don't make no sense, does it? You know what I mean? He was unconscious for about 3 hours, you know, and he couldn't speak. When he woke up, he thought that he was going to die because he couldn't shout. Just so they come out of the garden and see him laying there by the fountain where he fell over and hit his head on the fountain. Yes, crazy, man. Our life's mad. You can, you know, just walk down the road, fall over and crash. It's your life finished. You know what I mean? You can be battered to death, stabbed 10 times, smashed with big baseball bats and everything and survive, and everything's okay, a few stitches here and there, but you can fall over, bump your head and crash. That's it. Anyway, bang, bang, roll. Nice one.